to prove that cats cannot be killed by a fall. It walked off a tower nearly 100 meters high. The result was losing one life on the spot. The second life, it tried to prove that cats are strong creatures by forcing itself to lift a barbell 20 times its own weight. The result was a very bad ending. The third life was to prove that a cannon is the fastest way to travel. The result was that it finished its whole life very quickly. But no matter how recklessly it lived, even if it was reduced to nothing, it could come back perfectly fine the next day. Because of this, it became extremely fearless, helping the weak wherever it went, taking from the rich and giving to the poor, becoming a legendary cat hero admired by all. But on this very day, while raiding a wealthy man's mansion, it used a pile of fireworks as weapons. The violent blast woke a giant that had been sleeping in the forest. The giant charged into town to take people away as food, facing an enemy 100 times its size. The orange cat still dared to charge forward with its sword. It stabbed the sword into the giant's fingernail. The giant cried out in pain. The furious giant grabbed a huge bell, trying to crush the tiny creature. But the orange cat ran along a rope, borrowed the momentum and unleashed its spinning move, and defeated the giant in an instant. Standing before the fallen body, it enjoyed the cheers of the crowd. Just as it was about to sing for its victory, it was crushed once again. The next day, the orange cat came back to life, only to find itself completely exposed. As a doctor prepared to run a thorough check, the orange cat quickly said there was no need. After all, it had 9 lives. But the doctor said with concern, "You have already used 8 lives, which means only 1 life remains." The doctor gave it the address of a shelter for stray cats, telling it to retire there. But the orange cat brushed it off. Even with only 1 life left, it would never go. But late at night, the heartbroken cat hero sat in a shop drinking milk. When it suddenly sensed danger, turning its head, it saw an unexpected visitor beside it. A white wolf claimed to be a fan of the cat hero, asking for an autograph. While pulling out a wanted poster, its sharp claws tapped on the word death. The orange cat understood. This was a bounty hunter who overestimated himself. Just as it planned to finish things quickly like before, the sword in its hand was suddenly gone. It did not even see what happened. While the white wolf calmly kept drinking milk, the orange cat realized something was wrong. It retrieved the sword and launched a full attack. But every strike was easily avoided. The orange cat that once prided itself on speed now moved like a snail in front of the white wolf. Even its spinning move was stopped with one hand. The white wolf grabbed the orange cat, dragged it across the table like a rag, then threw it away. The orange cat remembered this was its final life, and panic made its fur stand on end. Looking at the unarmed orange cat, the white wolf kicked the sword back to its feet and mocked it to pick it up. The orange cat no longer had the courage to do so and ran straight into the restroom. The once glorious cat hero looked at the only escape inside and finally let go of its last bit of pride. When the white wolf broke the door down, it had already escaped through the filthy sewer. The orange cat ran with everything it had, all the way to the shelter the doctor had mentioned. Is the legend of a great hero finally coming to an end?